They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like clockwork right now for them.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. On the handoff. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
45.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Melvin Gordon.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Humphries on the return. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, it's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 24-yard line.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Lock into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield and fell incomplete.
He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
44-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Henry. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 33. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Henry. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good off.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished right before the half ended.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does.
There goes Melvin Gordon. 30, the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, 71 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I said go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Tannehill. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he will have a Titans first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
For A.J. Brown, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Open man Hamler. That's complete. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Denver.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Locke to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Locke's throw caught by Sutton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
Now Locke on the bootleg. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Jackson. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
To get a little more cushion.
17-yard line.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Block, and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Here's Jackson to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Henry. Oh, he throws over it. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 42. Time to the tailback. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Let's go. 20.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
A gain of 13 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a handoff looking right. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Down by Alex.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Tannehill. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. finally here in the second half, that got done.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He'll look to throw. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Portland Sutton. A gain of 12. First down, Broncos.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the 20.
Back to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Play action. Now it's Locke. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
24-24. Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
47's the mic.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
33-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Tannehill now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10.
So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Denver, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week.
Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse build to reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down.